Ladies and gentlemen, what you have in front of you is an Armored Brigade Combat Team, or ABCT. That ABCT has no additional assets from its higher headquarters, division, or corps. What's represented out in front of you are 1,245 vehicles, approximately 535 trailers, and there are about 4,225 personnel in this ABCT. This terrain model here is not to scale for the terrain and the size. Each vehicle or micro armor piece is at 1 to 216th scale. If this model were to scale against the size of the vehicles, we would need to lay it out over 4 football fields. What we have behind you, though, is a model that is to scale. This is one tank company with its associated support vehicles. It's at 1 to 600 scale, and it's depicted inside this yellow yarn, which is 1 square kilometer. The vehicles are approximately 100 meters apart, which is the size of a football field to include the end zone. We will now move to another vantage point of the terrain model. Next, let's talk about the organization and structure. We have that depicted here on these charts, which talks about the 7 battalions that are organic within the ABCT to include its headquarters company. We've also depicted those in large scale on the map. We have laid out the map as we have with the terrain model, which is 40 kilometers long and 20 kilometers wide, what that actually would look like here in and around Fort Leavenworth. So displayed on here is 20 kilometers across, starting at the top of Fort Leavenworth, going into Platte County, and then 40 kilometers deep takes you down to the Kansas River and over. This model in this formation would not fit on that train to look like this. From vantage point 3, we'd like to display the movement of this Armored Brigade Combat Team starting at about 25 miles east of Fort Riley, traveling along Interstate 70 through Topeka, Lawrence, and then to the Legends. At the start point, we've laid out all of the vehicles within the ABCT, all 1,245 vehicles with associated 530 trailers. We have separated each of those vehicles by 100 meters. If this convoy was to depart this start point with a lead vehicle traveling along US 70 at approximately 30 kilometers an hour and releasing at the intersection of US 73 and K7, a distance of almost 125 kilometers. Moving at 30 kilometers an hour, it would take this brigade 7 hours to start and pass all the way through to the release point. The BCT Cavalry Squadron is forward in the advance guard. We've given that squadron an artillery battery broken into 2 firing platoons, one here and one here. Its sustainment is following behind it to be able to support this operation as part of the advance guard. We then have 3 combined arms battalions that are in this wedge formation. The first one, located here, is 2 tank and 1 mech company. We have also taken their scouts to conduct flank security on the right. The second one here is also 2 tank and 1 mech company. And the final combined arms battalion is 2 mech and 1 tank company. Complete the formation. The Brigade Engineer Battalion is trailing the Combined Arms Battalion with a company here and a company here. In addition to those 2 engineer companies, the Brigade Engineer Battalion is also responsible for the MI company and for the signal company for this brigade. The brigade tactical command post is moved forward with this lead battalion. The brigade support battalion is to the rear here, and the remainder of the artillery battalion is located here and here.